Hi there! I'm here in this video to teach you a little bit about a tool that I use in my business and my personal life that has given me so many benefits, and I wanted to share with you. And because you are in our VIP experience, you probably have received already in your home a bar of 100% cacao. That's just the cacao beans with the cacao butter. And if you taste it, you'll see that's pretty dark, pretty bitter, because there's no sugar, no milk in it. But we're gonna use it to make a drink that's called cacao. It was invented by the Mayans. In the Maya culture, the cacao represented a lot of amazing things, including life and abundance. And they connected to the goddess of cacao, which is called Cacao, in Gaia and Mother Nature, through drinking this drink that I'm going to teach you today. And in modern science, we now know the benefits, the many benefits of cacao. It's considered a superfood. It helps in regulate cholesterol levels, arterial pressure, glucose levels in your blood. And there's a lot of studies being done with this fruit that's so powerful. And my experience with it has been of every time that I drink cacao, a sense of calmness comes to my body, to my mind, and I'm able to make better decisions and to have a clearer vision that goes beyond my emotions at that moment. If I'm dealing with something very hard, and if something is very triggering and causing a lot of anxiety and rage or impatience, I usually go to my kitchen, I prepare a cup of cacao, I drink it, I meditate, and I come back to that situation feeling a lot clearer, a lot calmer. So that's why I decided to introduce you to this amazing tool that I use, not only for business, for my personal life too. I've been drinking it every day for a few months now, and it's have been doing such a big difference in my life to make better decisions, to have more sense of calmness, to connect myself to my heart. And that also is explained by an element that you have in cacao that's called flavonoid. And flavonoid is very present, the pure and darker the chocolate is. And this flavonoid has a lot of really good benefits to the body, but especially it opens up the veins, the blood veins in the heart. And that's why you feel more open, you feel more connected to your heart, because it literally makes your heart fuller, of blood. So that's why it brings you that sense of calmness and grounding and all of that amazing benefits. So I'm going to teach you how to prepare it. It's very simple. You only need a few ingredients, but you also can get as creative as you want. You can, later on experiment with it and see how you like to make your own ritual. And I will be very curious to know how you like it. So my suggestion is that you prepare the cacao before our first meeting for our VIP experience, so we can drink it together through a little meditation, and we can start our VIP experience with that sense of calmness, coming back to the body and connected to our hearts. Okay, I'm very excited to meet with you, and I'll see you soon. Okay, so you're gonna get your cacao and we're gonna chop it in little pieces. You can use different tools, and I know yours is not gonna be as thick as mine because that's a 1 kilo bar. I'm using this thing to cut cheese, but you can use a regular knife and just cut it in small pieces, so it makes it easy for the cacao to melt when we start preparing our drink. Okay, so now that we have our cacao all chopped into little pieces, we're gonna get some water, and that's 200 milliliters for 1 cup, which is about 6.8 fluid ounces. Then we have a hint of salt, cinnamon, and last but not least, some cayenne pepper. I probably sent you some cayenne pepper as well. Is a very important ingredient in the preparation because it helps the cacao and the flavonoids to be absorbed. And cinnamon, I just love cinnamon. You can add some other spices. I have nutmeg here as well for this preparation. You can also add ginger or cloves. You can get creative and add the spices that you like in drinks. And also, if you want a little bit of sweetness to balance the bitterness, you can add a little bit of honey. It's not supposed to be super sweet, so just a little spoon will be enough to balance the bitterness. So now you add the water to a little pot that can go straight to the stove, and we're gonna add the cacao. Each tablespoon has about 10 grams, so I'm putting 3 tablespoons for 30 grams, but you can start with 20 if you're not used to the taste of it and the strength. So 20 is just enough, and if you want to increase the dosage later on, you can do that. Then we're gonna add the cayenne pepper, only a hint of it, doesn't need to be too much, but you need it in the drink. Then cinnamon, if you like it. If you don't have to put it. I put a lot because I love it. It's important to know that if you are pregnant, you should not be using any cinnamon. And if you have any heart disease or heart condition, you should take a small dosage. So now I'm putting a hint of salt and a little bit of nutmeg, and we're taking it to the stove. You need to stir it the whole time because it cannot boil. Otherwise, it will burn the cacao, and if the cacao gets burned, it's not going to have the benefits that we're looking for. At the end, I got a spoon just to make sure that it's all melted. And once you think it's good enough, you can take it out of the stove and put it into a cup. So transfer it to a cup, and now is the time to put some honey if you want some honey. If you want to taste it in the original recipe, you can also taste a little bit of it and see if you want to adjust the honey or not. And that's it. So now that you have your cacao ready, I'll have mine as well, and we can share this drink in the beginning of our call to get to that sense of calmness, to connect to our hearts, to feel more relaxed, so we can plan your funnels and your game plan for your business, your 90-day plan, from a place of calmness and connection to your body. So I'll be waiting for you, and we'll speak soon.